This is a behavioral deep dive. We take one product, website, or service and evaluate it from the perspective of behavioral economics. In this video, we're going to take a look at dollar a day and discuss the specific user flow. Imagine you come to Dollar a Day and sign up for their mailing list. You haven't yet signed up to be a donor. This is a critical turning point because this is probably one of the likeliest moments to convert you to a donor. So this email has to work really hard. In terms of the content, the email is very straightforward and factual. There's definitely an opportunity to evoke more emotion here. Research shows that one of the reasons that people give is that it creates a warm glow effect in them. That's the name that's been coined for the warm and fuzzy feeling we get when we think of ourselves as generous people. And that's what we want to create in this email. One idea: what if Dollar a Day donated $1 on the subscriber's behalf as a welcome gift? This could induce a warm glow, making them feel like they're part of the community already, and creating a feeling of reciprocity towards Dollar a Day. Okay, so let's assume that I'm interested in signing up as a donor. I go to check out the website a bit more, and let's say I go to the contact page. The very first line here says, if you want to cancel, manage account. Remember earlier we talked about social proof? Unfortunately, it works both ways. There's also something called negative social proof. Here's a striking example. A national park had serious theft problems. Visitors who toured the petrified forest were taking home pieces of ancient wood. The park authorities put up a sign that asked parkgoers not to take any petrified wood with them. So what happened? Theft increased. The sign implied that many people were doing so, which provided social proof that this was common behavior. So back to contact. Putting the very first line before anything else about cancellation might make it seem like many people are looking to cancel. That's clearly not the intended goal. Making the user not to have to search laboriously for this is admirable, but it's worth noting what the implication is. Okay, so now let's go to the sign-up page. Thumbs up. On the upside, it's great that it's simple and does not ask for a lot of extraneous information. Name, email, credit card information, boom, that's all you need. The user is not hassled with filling out a long form. In general, you want to create the desired behavior as the path of least resistance, and this does so very well. In terms of opportunity, let's talk about emotion again. Number one, we could consider reversing the name in the email. We want the user to feel like a good person, and that association of generosity will be to his name, not his email. Number two, it may be worth experimenting with adding a single question at the top. Why are you donating? The answers would be in a drop-down so the user did not have to type anything, and would include things like, I like the idea of giving back, or it gives me a sense of purpose, etc., all evoking feel-good emotions. The information doesn't really go anywhere, but it produces a self-signaling effect for the user. So, a note of caution on this. The reason it would be good to experiment with this is that in general, you do not want to add steps to a sign-up process. Adding a step has to be carefully considered against the value of the step, and the best way to measure that is to try both and measure the results. Okay, now that I'm signed up as a donor, I get daily emails with details on each nonprofit of the day. This gives me a small hit of happiness each day. The detail on this specific nonprofit is powerful. How could they boost it even more? Adding a caption to the picture, a personal name to the nonprofit beneficiary, and specificity to the email will boost emotion. Notice the difference between the following. Lastly, Let's talk about canceling again. Clicking on the link takes me here, where I'm asked for my email and the last 4 digits of the credit card I used to sign up with. This is actually good. The theory of canceling is that the product should add some small frictions or steps to the experience so that canceling is not an impulsive decision by the user. We want to get them to think and ensure it's an intentional decision. Net, the small details matter, and dollar a day nails a lot of them. With some additional focus on adding concrete and specific emotional details to the daily communications and being thoughtful about the cancel experience, dollar a day will be money.